Sky All-Star Angel Reese boarded a private jet. My goodness. For a postseason trip hours after missing Chicago's 91-86 season finale loss to the Liberty on Thursday night, as seen in a video on her TikTok page. Reese, who missed the Sky's final 3 games of the season due to a lingering back injury, in quotes, posted a TikTok video of her and her friend embarking on a getaway amid the star forward's strained relationship with the team.
The WNBA just got the plot twist nobody ordered. Angel Reese sitting out injured, then turning around and breaking into a dance routine like she's auditioning for Dancing with the Stars. Fans are stunned. Teammates are confused, and the league is wondering if this is rehab or rehearsal. And of course, the comparisons to Caitlin Clark won't stop, because when you're sidelined, the last thing anyone expects is a full-blown TikTok performance. Let's unpack the circus.
What's your whole thoughts on this Angel Reese situation, calling out her teammates, team suspending her, and now there's potential rumors that she may get traded?
Her expressing that the team needs to get better. What main players never said that before? We need to get good players, and we need to go get great players. That is normal. And the fact that you are open to listen to trades, your team is done. That woman would not want to be there no more. And I can tell you right now, the other center that is friends with her, she's going to want out.
Angel Reese has officially unlocked a new level of sports comedy. The I'm too injured to play basketball, but not too injured to break it down on TikTok routine. Forget game tape. Forget strategy. Forget conditioning. Apparently, the new way to rehab in the WNBA is by uploading dance clips, because nothing screams serious back pain like bending, twisting, and throwing it back for your followers. The league is in shock. Fans are fuming. And the Chicago Sky look like they just got pranked on national TV.
And we all know she wants the hell out of Chicago, I guess, after drowning her teammates publicly. It's weird. You want out, but you're the one that actually did it. Maybe she did it to find her way out of town. Maybe that was the master plan. But this hurt back is been, of course, under some scrutiny. Some people have questioned the hurt back as to maybe the back's just not that hurt at all. She just didn't want to play. She tapped out. She quit. However you want to word it.
Here's the setup. Chicago season winds down. Angel Reese skips the Sky's final game. The official excuse, a lingering back injury. The kind of thing that supposedly keeps you from sprinting, boxing out, or banging around in the paint. Fans sighed. Coaches nodded. And everyone assumed she'd be on the sidelines in sweatpants, sipping water, grimacing with pain. But no. Hours later, Angel uploads a TikTok of herself on a plane, dancing, bending over, and proving she's suddenly flexible enough to join Sayar Dussel.
There are two. There is Angel Reese Jr., the pretend basketball player, and there is Angel Reese Sr., better known as Mama Reese, the professional clapping back at the haters. There is no denying the fact that Angel Reese on the court is a stat machine. Fantasy nerds like Mina Kimes, people who live in the world of make-believe, they love Angel Reese.
Naturally, the internet went nuclear. Fans didn't just side-eye it. They shredded her. Selfish, fake drama queen. Some got creative, calling her brick queen for her shooting slumps. Others said she should ditch basketball altogether and just become a full-time TikTok star. And then there were the comedians who joked Subway's hiring, and her skill set would translate perfectly. Laying bricks has always been her specialty. It was brutal.
And second, she already threatened to leave. And in that same interview, she basically put the team on notice because she said, I quote, "I'd like to be here for my career, but if things don't pan out, obviously I might have to make a move in a different direction and do what's best for me." That's not a hint. That's a warning shot. She told the front office straight up, build a winning team or I'm out. I'm out. And when you put that statement next to her refusing to play, it looks like she's escalating. And the interview was step one. This walkout, this is step two, a power play to make things so messy that they have no choice but to trade her. And finally, just look at the injury story itself.
Honestly, Angel set herself up for it. You can't say you're too hurt to play and then show off your dancing skills like you're auditioning for a music video. That's not just bad optics. It's a masterclass in how to tank your own credibility. And here's the kicker. This isn't even shocking if you followed her career. Angel Reese has been followed by drama like a mosquito buzzing in your ear since day one. From transferring out of Maryland because teammates didn't vibe with her to stirring up chaos at LSU with nonstop public feuds to blasting her own team when things didn't go her way. It's the same playbook every time. It's not just embarrassing for Angel. Caitlin Clark takes elbows to the face, body checks, schvees that will make hockey players jealous, and she still laces them up the next night. No breaks, no excuses, no dance videos from the bench. The girl gets folded in half on live television and shows up like nothing happened.
Wait, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here, y'all. This is crazy. This is why this thing took a left turn out of nowhere. I have not, bro. This is supposed to be a professional league. Angel Reese, you telling me you refuse to go in the game for the Chicago Sky because they suspended you for 1 half? This is crazy, y'all.
Fans see that and think, yeah, that's a competitor. They see Angel Reese skipping games but dancing on TikTok and think that's a clown show. This is where it gets painful for Angel because her defenders love to yell about her youth, her talent, her upside. But Caitlin's young, too. Aaliyah Boston's young. Practically the entire Fever roster is young. Youth isn't an excuse for immaturity. It's a test. Some rise to the occasion. Others crumble under the weight of their own brand building. And right now, Angel's priority looks like chasing clout over chasing rebounds. Think about it. Caitlin Clark could go 0 for 15 in a game and fans would still respect her because they know she's giving everything. Imagine being her teammates. You're out there getting smoked by the Liberty, dragging your sore bodies up and down the court, and then you open your phone later and see your star forward dancing like she just won the lottery. You'd roll your eyes so hard they get stuck. How do you trust someone like that? How do you give your all for a teammate who clearly isn't giving hers for you? Even the fans are exhausted. The GM sounds like he's already over
Itself, yeah, the back injury is real and documented, but the coach said she reported the pain before the game. So if she was hurt enough to maybe not play at all, why was the plan all along for her to play the second half? Why wasn't she on the injury report to begin with? The story don't add up. The fact that the injury was announced right when her suspension ended is what nobody can get over. And it feels like a flare-up and more like a convenient excuse. And it's just wild to me. So what do you think? Was this a real injury with the worst timing ever? Or was this a calculated move by a superstar who's fed up and wants
An Angel. She looks like she doesn't even want to be in Chicago. She publicly trashed the team, floated rumors about wanting out, and now she's pulling the injury but not injury card, as if she's masterminding her own exit. Maybe this was a plan all along. Play just enough to get attention, then stir chaos until a trade falls into her lap. But here's the problem. Other teams are watching this circus and they're asking themselves, do we really want that headache in our locker room? Talent's one thing, drama's another. Whereas a commissioner stepping in to say, hold on, you can't sit out for injury, and then broadcast your full body workout on TikTok. But the truth is, the league loves drama. Angel Reese brings engagement. She trends. She gets people talking. And in a league still fighting for mainstream relevance, that's gold. So instead of holding her accountable, they quietly encourage it. But here's the danger. Attention without production has an expiration date. Fans get tired of gimmicks. They start demanding results. And if the results aren't there, the attention turns sour fast. That's how you end up being remembered more as a sideshow than a star.
Angel Reese was suspended for the first half of today's game versus the Las Vegas Aces. She told them, I don't care if y'all suspend me. I ain't playing anyway. My back hurt. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy work, Angel. That's crazy work, Angel. I cannot believe she just pulled the wool over their eyes like this. They thought that they was punishing her. And the whole time she knew, y'all can't punish me. I'm going to say my back hurt. I'm not going to play anyway. This season is over.
Let's zoom out. Angel Reese isn't talentless. Far from it. She's tall, athletic, a rebounding machine when she's locked in. She has the tools to be dominant. But talent without discipline is wasted. At the pro level, everyone is talented. The difference is professionalism. And Angel right now is failing that test spectacularly. Instead of using the offseason to rehab and refine, she's building her brand with TikTok routines. Instead of proving doubters wrong on the court, she's giving them ammunition on social media. It's self-sabotage disguised as self-promotion. And the internet. The internet had a field day. The comments wrote themselves. Fans clowning her as a TikTok influencer, not a basketball player. She doesn't need to go viral. She is viral because of her game. Every time she steps on the court, ticket sales rise, viewership climbs, highlights flood the timeline. She's building the WNBA by hooping, not by trending. And that's why the "she's no Caitlin Clark" line stings so much. Because it's true, Caitlin doesn't need a TikTok. Caitlin just plays. Angel, the only time she makes waves is when she's causing a storm off the court.
Here we go. Okay. So let me stop this. This is Angel right there. This is the friend in the back. And Angel's doing all kinds of hunching and whatever. Got her back in the air, dancing around. Yeah, I've got okay, there's some more dancing. I've got it muted because I don't want to get a copyright on some bullshit song. But there she is, just hours after missing said game with a, quote, bad back.
It's like night and day. One player gets respect even in defeat because she competes with everything she's got. The other gets mocked even in victory because the drama drowns out the box score. That's not just a bad look. It's career suicide. And here's the sad part. Angel Reese doesn't even seem to realize how much damage she's doing to her reputation. Every time she chooses cloud over commitment, she chips away at the respect she could be building. Fans aren't blind. They see the difference between an athlete who loves a game and an athlete who loves the attention. The internet never forgets. And this moment is going to stick to Angel like glue. The bigger picture, this is why people struggle to take the league seriously. When accountability is optional and professionalism is negotiable, the whole thing looks unserious. And that's unfair to the players who actually grind every night. Players who don't have Angel's spotlight, but give everything for their teams. Players who don't get the luxury of skipping games and still keeping their brand intact.
Featuring Angel Reese, my favorite person to talk about other than Caitlin Clark. Let's start with, can we pull up the quotes that she gave to the Chicago Tribune that started all this mess? I've been telling you all that Angel Reese wants out of Chicago. She's a front runner. She's going to, I said this very early in this season, she's going to be looking to exit the Chicago sky. The going has gotten tough. And when the going gets tough, Angel Reese gets going, just ask Maryland.
And here's the funny thing about all of this. Angel Reese probably thinks she's controlling the narrative, like in her mind, posting that TikTok was a power move, a flex, a way of saying, look at me, I'm fine, you can't keep me down. Except that's not how it landed. What fans actually saw was a player too invested in her phone camera and not invested enough in her team. It didn't scream strength. It screamed tone deaf. It screamed, I care more about going viral than about winning. And fans aren't dumb. They can smell the difference. They can smell when someone's priorities are out of whack. They look at Caitlin, who's taken more hits than an NFL wide receiver, and she's still out there suiting up. She's not some bench warmer. She's not some role player hanging on to a roster spot by her fingernails. She's a legitimate rebounding force. She's got the size, the athleticism, the natural gifts to dominate in the paint. But instead of capitalizing on that, she's sabotaging herself. She's handing her critics ammunition on a silver platter. And once fans lose respect, It's almost impossible to get it back.
When are we gonna get this girl Angel Reese out the league? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm all for women, but she is ass. It's bad, my nigga. It's bad. Bro, there's no way you're this bad. There's literally no way. What they saw in you that they turned you to a W? What the Angel?
Because this isn't just one mistake. It's a pattern. At Maryland, teammates couldn't stand her attitude. At LSU, drama followed her like glitter you can't sweep up. At Chicago, she's already been benched for being detrimental. That word alone says it all. Most rookies fight to prove they belong. Angel fought to prove she could be a distraction faster than anyone else. She doesn't realize she's becoming the WNBA's version of reality TV. People aren't tuning in for her game. They're tuning in for the train wreck. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is living rent-free in Angel's shadow. Every bad move Angel makes just makes Caitlin look better. Caitlin doesn't even have to say anything. That TikTok clip is immortalized. Every time she talks about being hurt in the future, someone's going to pull it up. Every time she tries to defend herself, someone's going to say, yeah, but remember when you were too hurt to play and still dance like you were in a Drake video. That kind of thing follows you forever. It's not just a bad look. It's a permanent stain.
36, and Angel Reese basically said, hey, look, we can't count on her next year. At her age, coming off that injury, we need someone younger who's ready to win right now, something like that. She just drove a bus over this Vandersloot. Well, people in Chicago, her teammates, read the quotes, saw the newspaper article, and were very upset. And they had a meeting yesterday where Angel Reese had to apologize and start backpedaling. And then I think this is from Front Office Sports reporting about Angel Reese and the reaction and the fallout in Chicago.
What makes it worse is the timing. Chicago didn't just lose games, they lost faith. The final stretch of the season is when players prove what they're made of. It's when they gut out, fight through pain, and leave it all on the floor. That's how you earn respect in the league. Angel chose the opposite. She chose the opt-out route, the tap-out and post-content path. And when her teammates saw that, you better believe they felt betrayed. You can't fight in the trenches with someone who abandons the fight for clout. And here's the brutal truth. Coaches and GMs notice this stuff. They're not just evaluating stats. Caitlin gets fouled harder than anyone in the league and never complains. Angel takes a game off and then taunts people with a dance routine. One builds the league. The other makes the league look unserious. And the WNBA can't afford this. They're fighting for legitimacy in a crowded sports world. Every move matters. Every storyline is magnified. And when one of your stars is clowning around while her team loses, it undermines the progress of everyone else grinding to make the league respective.